What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this one is Lovecraft Country Season 2 predictions. In this video, I will use Easter eggs and details you missed from Lovecraft Country Season 1 to try to predict what's gonna happen in Season 2. And we will start off with, will the white people regain their magic? Now, as we dream of a Season 2, and hopefully we will get a Season 2, I think that we will. I know they are in negotiations right now. I seen the tweet that was put out saying that was so, and a couple of articles online. So let's just hope that they work out all the particulars, no pun intended, work out the money, and we can get our Season 2, because I am looking forward to it. And if it didn't happen, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do, so I'm not even going to think about like that. We're gonna go on this as if there was a Season 2. But as always, if this video hits 400 likes, I will give away a $25 Netflix gift card to a subscriber. All you have to do is, number one, be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video, and randomly one person will be selected to win that gift card. Alright, without further ado, let's get to this video. Now, at the end of Season 1, we seen a bunch of sacrifices happen. We seen Tick had to lose his life. He was sacrificed. We see what we think was the end of Ruby. If you want to talk about is Ruby dead or alive, please check out my other video that I dropped before this, and we could talk about that. But those were two big sacrifices in order for Letty in the end to strip all white people of magic. So now, from what we know, all black people can do magic, but white people cannot do magic. Will they keep going this route? Will it be an interesting story if they do go this route? To me, I think that white people have to regain their magic. I think that we seen a scene from the future when Tick went and met Dee, and she pushed him back when she had the robot arm at the end. When he went into the future and got the book, he came back and he said that the white people were rioting. We don't know exactly how far in the future that was, and we don't know if that is how it's going to play out in this show. Now remember, that was an alternate dimension, an alternate timeline. So it could play out like that, or it could be a different situation. A different outcome could happen. So I believe that white people will regain their magic. Now, it could be the case that that's the reason why they were rioting, because they didn't have that much magic. But I don't think it's that. I don't think that many people, white people or people in general, really know that magic exists to the point where all the white people will be rioting over that situation. They could be getting manipulated by the members of the lodges. Now, we know that the lodge members are going to realize that their magical spells don't work. It's not like they're just going to forget that they have magic. They're going to realize, they're going to try something, and they're going to say, oh, what's going on here? This ain't working all of a sudden. And they're not going to be happy about it, right? They're not just going to sit back and take that. So there will be a big plot, I think, going forward in Season 2 of them trying to regain their magic. Now, you may say, how is it possible? How will they be able to regain it? I'm going to tell you exactly how I think that's going to jump off. And I think it's pretty easy. Now, we have to look at the magic that was used already in the show. I'm not going to go and just make up some stuff because we know magic can be anything. I'm just going to use the magic that we've seen in the show. And the number one magic I see that they used in the show was changing into somebody else, right? Ruby did not have any magical ability to change it to someone. All she did was take a potion. And we look at that potion, it looked a lot like alchemy more than actual magic. So I think they may be able to perform that spell. Now, if one of these white members put on some black skin and become friends with Letty, unknowingly, she might teach this person some magic, and that could be how they start to get their magic back. I would think if I had to pick one way of that jumping off, that would be my number one way. There will be a new character, a black person, most likely a black woman, or pretending to be a black woman. So if season 2 gets casted and a black woman is casted that we haven't seen before, be suspect of this woman. Be very suspect, because it may not be revealed to the end of the show or the last 2 episodes that this person actually was a white person from the lodge, a white male from the lodge, and that's how they're getting their magic back. Letty just giving it to him unknowingly. I think that is a really good possibility for one way for them to get their magic back. And then from that, they can expand to other people and start breaking down the spell. Next, I also think that another plot point in this is going to be the blood. We've seen how important the blood was from the beginning. I mean, they took about every ounce of Tick's blood when they put him up on that cross. I mean, they cut his arms pretty deep, people, right? We've seen all that blood flowing out of his arms, right? So that means they're going to be coming for his son. And I think that could be another situation of how it goes forth next season. We could see Letty on the run in the end with her son, trying to protect her son, keep her son safe, because they could have to perform some type of sacrifice of him, use his bloodline in order for them to achieve their full magical capabilities again. Another spell we also seen from season 1 was the spell of resurrection. We know that Letty was brought back to life, and then she got the invulnerability spell that kept her from dying the second time, right? So we could see a situation like that, because we seen them bring back someone from the past and bring them into the future. Now, if they were able to do that again and bring back a spirit from the past and bring him to the future, would he still have his magic from back then? Would he not be affected by the spell that Letty cast because he was dead when she casted that spell, and it may just affect the people in that timeline right then or at that particular time, not from the past and just going forward? So that's another way I think they can get their magic back, if they're able to resurrect someone so Letty could teach somebody some spell, because most likely Letty will resurrect Ruby if she is dead. If Ruby's really dead, and I'm not going to get into it, I talked about it in another video, but just real quick, if Ruby is really dead and Letty sees her, of course Letty's going to bring her back to life. There's no way around that, right? That's definitely going to happen. So this person may learn that spell from Letty or gas Letty into doing something. Trickery is what's going to happen, and that's usually how bad things happen. So I think if they resurrect someone from the past, like Titus or whoever it is from the past, bring that person back to life, that person may still have their magic. Also, another thing we seen was alternate dimensions, the time machine, the dimensional travel machine, the one that they used to go into the past, into Tulsa, and that we seen Hippolyta used to go all over the place and fix D. That machine could bring someone from an alternate universe to this universe that already has magic, that was not affected by Letty's spell, and that person could also help the white people of this world get their magic back. I think that that is a great possibility, especially if we want to see Christina again. If you think Christina's dead, I don't think she is, and I think if she's coming back, that's how she would come back. It would be an alternate dimension Christina, and she would come back already immortal and already with the magic. In the book that Tick brought back from an alternate universe, it said she was successful and she was given immortality. So this Christina from a different dimension may not have gotten killed. She may have gotten away with the whole situation, and she could be immortal and then travel to this dimension to fix what this Christina did in this dimension's problem. You know, she may have already seen this in the future. She may already knew that this was the way it was gonna go down. It could have been the other Christina's master plan in the end. It's hard to tell. We don't know. But when dealing with magic, as always, anything is a possibility. And that is why I only use the magic that we've seen so far. I'm not just going to make up some random thing. We have to have some type of baseline to go by. So that's why using the magic that we've seen so far, that is exactly how I believe that the white people will regain the magic and attempt to do it in season 2. It may not be fully achieved by the end of season 2, but I think that's where they're going to go. But you tell me in the comment section what you think. Will the white people get their magic back? And if so, how will they get it back? And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please just across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.